it's Jason from AZ Stocks and Shots. I'm ready to do a updated version of my F1 Mainframe review with everybody with the duffel bag. I didn't really do it justice the last time I gave you guys a review. Felt like I really needed to give you guys a good, solid, thorough review on this and just let you know just how happy I am with it. So I'm going to go ahead and do an unbagging of everything that I would carry with me on any of our backpacking trips, our hunting trips, anytime we're going to be going out spending a couple days out in the backwoods. So this is the F1 Mainframe Eberlestock. I believe it comes in at 4 pounds dry weight. It's a great solid frame. I love the versatility. I love how compatible it is with other bags that Eberlestock has made for this, such as the F2 Transformer pack, the little big top, which is actually the pack that I'm planning on getting for this to replace my duffel bag. Do like that they have the duffel bag. They have a larger spike duffel. I believe it's a J series bag, a wet bag, which I don't even know what the capacity is on that, but it's a great bag. And they just recently came out with the Batwing pouches. So let's go ahead and break this down and just let you guys see everything that I usually bring with me. So like I said, this is the F1 Mainframe with the duffel. If you can see on the bottom here, so that's my tent. It's usually where I keep it. It's a little A-frame tent, Boy Scout tent. It's been really good, but I think I'm about ready to upgrade that. One invaluable piece of equipment that I always bring with me are some trekking poles. This is saving my butt again and again and again after every trip that we've ever been on. Really helps with stabilizing when you have a heavy load. It's invaluable. Definitely encourage you guys to get something like that. And so one of the things I love the most about the Mainframe itself is let's have the 3 completely removable load straps that really allows you to cinch everything down, bring your load nice and close to your back so you're not carrying the bulk of the weight. Things aren't shifting on you, everything's nice and secure. I'm going to go ahead and get into the inside of the pack to see what I normally bring with me. Just give you guys a quick rundown. So I do have a rain fly. It's just a cheapy Walmart one, nothing fantastic, but it does work good. So I actually picked this up on eBay. It's a little hammock, just a little silk hammock with a mosquito net on it. I did use this when we went to West Clear Creek. It was great. Just got a little bit cold, so I definitely need to keep that in mind if I'm going to be going somewhere for adverse weather. So this is my bino harness. It's a makeshift. I mean, I sewed everything, built everything together by myself. I just wasn't happy with the items that were out there, and the prices. I always try and get everything on a budget, and this just seemed like the right thing to do for the time. It lets me drop my pack and I can keep all of my necessities with me. Right now I'm running the Halo X T1000. It is red LED up to 1,000 yards. Haven't really tested it that far, mostly doing archery, but one thing I can say that's negative about this is that there's an angle compensation that you can turn on and off. That made for a very difficult January for me because I didn't realize that my angle compensation was off on multiple attempts at some pretty decent bucks and saw my arrows fly right over them. So the one negative to that, other than that, it's been a great little rangefinder. Right now for my binos, I'm running the 10x50 Diamondback Vortex. They've been great. I decided to go with the 10x50s instead of the 42s just to get a little bit more range out of them. Kind of opens up the visibility of everything and really allows me to see everything at a little bit further of a distance. But I do love these, and they are great. I do recommend them to anybody. So I got a little water hydration. It's just the Sawyer filter. It's great. Do bring this anytime. I know we're going to be going somewhere where there's a water source. For extra clothing, I do try to always make sure that I have undercover and then a waffle top. So with these 2 items and my jackets and the things that I would always carry with me. It's really hard to get in a situation where I'm going to be freezing my butt off, so I really like these. Down here I got my camera equipment, extra batteries, lights, charging stations, everything like that. So on my other one I carry, it's just a little Walmart stovetop, the little coffee can. Use that for heating up water anytime we're doing multiple day backpacking trips. Usually bring a mountain house, some snacks, mostly dry food stuff. But got this is all my cooking stuff. I got my forks, fire starters, things like that. So this is my sleeping bag currently. It's Teton Journey. I actually picked this up for $3 at Dick's Sporting Goods. It was on some kind of mega clearance. I was expecting to pay like $20 for it and was pleasantly surprised. This is still like $80 bag, so I was really happy to get that. And since the West Clear Creek trip, I made sure to put my inliner in here just as a precautionary. You never know how cold you're actually going to get, so it's nice to be able to stay a little bit warmer. So this is my main bulk bag. In here I have cleaning equipment, I have my sanitization, toilet paper. It's a must, absolutely. Keep it inside Ziploc bags. Wet wipes. For anybody out there listening, there's nothing worse than a funky butt when you're out camping, hunting, and you got a campmate, a bunkmate that just doesn't care to clean himself too well. That's the worst. So stay fresh, stay clean, and wipe up. So I have my first aid kit, just keep some Gold Bond, deodorant, toothpaste, band-aids, bandages, extra stuff like that. So one thing I do want to take a little bit of time talking about is the Havalon Piranha. This knife has been a life changer when it comes to cleaning big game. Currently still on my first blade. This did come when I bought it, I believe with 12 replacement blades, and like I said, I'm still on my first one. So last year we deboned a 5x5 bull that my friend John had killed. Did the gutless method. We were able to debone it, quarter it, and by far the best knife I've ever used. So I recommend that. This little disclaimer: I'm not paid by Havalon and have no affiliation with them, but I will buy their products from here on out and nothing else. So some other stuff, got a mosquito net, some flagging tape, extra paracord, got a thermocell. The thing works pretty good, but overall I haven't used it too much. I've used it maybe once or twice, but it does work well. So another thing I want to talk a little bit about, this is a little reflection armband we got when my boys and I did the hunter safety education course. I can't stress this enough, you guys, especially if you're going to be out in the backcountry and going on any kinds of trips alone, or even with a couple guys, but make sure that you always let somebody know where you're going to be. Give them GPS coordinates, give them an idea of what roads you're going to be taking, how long you're expected to be out there, when you plan to be back. Even go that extra step and give them the number of some of the local ranger stations that if you're not back when you say you're going to be, or have no communication within a certain time, let them call them out. That way they can have somebody check up on you. I didn't really think too much about safety and visibility until we went through that course, and this is just a little precautionary a way to try and stay a little bit safer out there. So guys, that was my gear in a nutshell. Of course, I apologize. I didn't have everything that I would be bringing with me. I'm not accounting for food, extra clothing, water. But even then, like I will scale back to what I have on hand right now, and just make sure that everything fits in there, and it does fit pretty comfortably. You know, with just having the duffel bag on that, I've not ran into any issues of not having enough room for everything that I needed, even on a 3-day backpacking trip. I've always had more than enough room for it. We're gonna have plenty of extra videos coming up, other gear checks. We're gonna try and get one with Anthony, Mark, and Frank. Just see what they're carrying on their persons at any given moment, kinds of things that they recommend, what they've liked or disliked, and I encourage you guys to subscribe. Please go check out, you know, any of our other videos. It's Arizona Stocks and Shots. Check out our Instagram, AZ Stocks and Shots. So I'm Jason from AZ Stocks and Shots. Thanks for watching.